Alright, and we are back with more Abiotic Factor. Last we left off, I have made the jetpack and I have gone flying all over the map. Oh boy, that was a lot of fun. I can fly, and we made some new weaponry of which I have yet to have used. So with that being said, we are moving on, I believe, into the last sector unless... Ooh, hold up. DPI is too high for this game. Woo. There we go. That's more like it.
A sip of water would... I perceive a distinct lack of snacks.
Actually, that's a little too low. Hold on. One more. There we go.
There
Actually,
are
that...
deserts more hydrated than I am.
Why am I coming back to needing everything? Jesus. What do I have in the fridge? You know what? I can eat these MREs because I don't expect to be making any more sustenance soup. I don't know yet. So I'm just gonna eat 3 of these, put them back in the fridge. That way I can save my arm and leg stew. Why are you not in your containment? Did I accidentally run too much power? Uh-huh. So, that's a problem. Glad I noticed that before I went anywhere. Yeah, so... yeah, that's kind of a problem. So I need what for an industrial battery again? Rebar and a power cell. Okay. Manufacturing West and yeah, Manufacturing West and Flat Hill. Looks like actually no, just Manufacturing West. Hold up. What am I talking about? Good thing is I have this on me, but at the same time, I kind of need him back in his containment. Oh, that is... Oh, that is such a problem. Since it is daytime, I'm gonna put this Kylie trinket back on, because she will actually... No, she won't do anything until I... She won't do anything until I, do a thing, or so I've been told. So at the moment, it is... Ah, the power cell's not here. Lovely. Okay. Looks like I will be going to Flat Hill. More importantly, though, I need to find a piece of rebar since I am here, because... Yeah! How about you just no? Anyway. Hey, look, rebar. So yeah, we're gonna go make another industrial. And hopefully I can get back from Flat Hill into my base before that thing even shows up. That way he can just be in permanent containment again. Or what should have been permanent containment. Yeah, fun. Not really. Going to be honest, this game feels really slow now at the moment. Partially because I just gotta get used to it again. But I've been playing a bunch of Schedule 1, so having that feeling of like infinitely being able to sprint makes this feel slow again. Or feel slow now. Partially I blame the fact that I've been playing it a lot. Yeah. It's kind of the same effect that I felt when playing the Fallout series. Like, I started with Fallout 3, and then moving to... Or I started with, 3 in New Vegas, and then moving to Fallout 4, being able to actually have that sprint mechanic made the rest of the entire time I played feel slow. But yeah. Speaking of Fallout, reminder, Wednesday I will be starting a full Fallout run-through. With every Fallout except for... What was it? Fallout Tactics, I think it was. And then also Fallout 76. So, starting Wednesday, I will be starting a series. Hopefully a continuance series of Fallout 1 through 4 and then New Vegas. So yes, do look out for that, as that will be... I'm sorry, where did that Exor just go? Goodbye. Oh, I need to stop playing games that just have infinite sprint mechanics. It ruins the gameplay of a lot of things for me, and this is not a game that I want to lose interest in, especially with the new update coming out. Let's see, up there should be the nearest. Close to. There's one. I just need to move quick enough to get back to base before the layak arrives. Actually, I'm kind of curious. Do I have to be in range of that machine for it to capture the layak? Or will it just go there after I kind of send the layak away? That was a new ambience. Ugh. ambient sound than what I recall hearing before. Interesting how that came just from residences as well. Oh, I'm feeling a bit scatterbrained today. Not sure what I'm doing, where I'm going. Yikes. Okay. Let's get that battery made. Hello? Hello? Okay. But now that I'll have that battery charging that device, I have a direct power unit that should last the entire night. What? Where have my charging stations gone? Like, oh, wait. I forgot. I turned this into a full power room. God, I'm losing absolutely all my marbles right now. Okay. I'm just gonna take a quick nappy nap now, I guess. I've genuinely lost all my marbles as far as what I have done last stream, I guess. There's just so much that has gone on. Yes, I hear you. You're done charging. Calm down. You're only slightly important. Okay. Do I really need the you know what? No. I actually am gonna hold on to the electro thrower, and there is a reason for that. But before I even get into all that, I want the LAC gone. I want the LAC dealt with. So the question is where is this freak of nature? Because I'm not doing anything progressional until he's dealt with. Because the last thing I need is that thing showing up at the wrong place, wrong time, and getting me killed multiple times like it did in my solo world. No thank you. And I actually am going to go ahead and harvest that. I do want to go back to... what was it? Location? Versoix? Right? Versoix? Something like that? Something along those lines? Feel free to correct me whenever. Oh, Monsieur Leac. I want you gone from existence, please. If only there was a way to actually fully destroy that thing instead of just containing it. That would be nice. But nope, this facility is bent on the research of all anomalous entities. So destroying it is out of question. It is to be researched. That being said, what is weighing me down? You know what? No, maybe that's it. Maybe it's been me playing my solo world as well. Seeing as how I have strength 15 there. The armor just doesn't weigh me down, and it does here, making me slower? That might be what's getting me here. Alright, but we're gonna go ahead and throw things where they need to go. No, circuit boards do go in here. My mind is blanking out so bad trying to think about what I'm doing here. First off, lodestone fragments I have in here. Sadly, I cannot put them together. Hey, Dino Dad, how's it going? But yeah, no, sadly I cannot put the fragments together to make a whole lodestone, which is rather unfortunate. I mean, it makes sense. You can't exactly put something together that's broken, but at the same time, we are repairing our armor and such with duct tape, so you would think that, you know, you might be able to, but no. Alright, let's, going good for a work day. Glad to hear it, Dino Dad. Hopefully work isn't too workish. Diving suit. You know what? We are going to put you... Was that the layak I just heard? Nope. Losing my marbles. It's fine, I swear. Energy pistol. Got a lot of weaponry carrying around. I don't think I really need to carry all of this. I know a few... You know what, actually? Go ahead and drop the electro thrower. And I'm not carrying a pistol around. So no point in carrying that. It's an employee locator. I don't need that. Trying to think what else needs to be done. Oh, I'm so close to accuracy 10. I'm getting there. Honestly, it's really accuracy 15 that I need, but I don't even have that in my solo world. Well, off-stream world, I should say. Just waiting for that darn lag to appear so I can move on with my day. I guess while I'm here, I can go ahead and repair. I still need the leg to appear. Let's go ahead and charge my jetpack. And headlamp. Do I not have the nods yet? I don't think I do. Why have I not made you yet? Since I'm now upgrading to this, I don't need you anymore. Charge that instead. I can't believe I'm only just now making the night vision. Ah, yes, the classic green lighting of night vision goggles. Just need to do a few things before I get actual ones for this game. Where is that stupid lag? What time is it? 4:30. It hasn't appeared yet. It's supposed to appear every, what, 5 hours? In-game, I think it was. Let's see. Registry. 9-1 lag. For some reason don't have the information that says how often it appears, which is an even bigger pain, but one that I can deal with. I know it'll show up sooner or later, so suppose I can pick up this stuff off the ground. I'm not exactly sure why I have skulls in here, but you know what? Eh. God, where is that lag? Show yourself! Nice explosion. Not what I was asking for, but... There you are. Come on, buddy. Come on, pal. Are you serious? He didn't get put in his containment? You know what? Give me one of these. Just in case it's bugged out. Because that should have put him in here. Yeah, no, I can't put a grab in there. Hey, fish. How's it going? Well, now I have about 4 in-game hours, so it'll be 10 p.m. before he arrives again. So once I hear that power is going off for the night, that's when I need to start getting back to base. That way I can get rid of that. Still grinding. Valheim, I'm assuming? I need to go back to the hydro plant. I'm assuming you're gearing up for bone mass now? Because I do recall you saying you found him. Making our way to the hydro plant. Okay, so I did finish out reactors. I do believe I have done all that I want to do in this sector. So we are moving on to the actual reactors. fighting him. It's fine, I'll leave them to it. Hold up. I'm out here. I need Night Pass. Because otherwise, these guys would... Ooh, free frag grenade. Yeah. If I didn't have the Night Pass on, I would have gotten absolutely obliterated right there. What you got for me, Dr. Newman? Has to be better than this. I don't know about that one. You've got some high optimism. But welcome everyone to Power Services. Not quite reactor yet. Oh, I forgot you're here. Hold on, what's my audio set to in this game?
The moment arrives. The way is open. Proceed, but know you tread into the sign of fate. All that will be is decided.
That's always comforting. It just occurred to me, I didn't actually take a look down here the first time I came through. Honestly, if it weren't for the fact that this place is like on the water and super small, this probably wouldn't make for a bad base. Am I ever going to use it as one? No. Could I? Absolutely. Because I could actually take that power reroute and have everything up here for more space to use, but no point in me moving bases this late game. In we go. And here we are. Power Services. There's not actually that much to do here, as this is just what takes me to reactors. However, there is somewhere I need to go this way. Yep, clear the obstruction, which is that there.
Beautiful Power Services. Fellow Gate employee, I am K18. Dr. Wakeman entrusted me to care for the plants and vegetation in this sector. Some new office plants were unexpectedly added to my routine, but I have adapted to this change. I hope you are pleased. The plants are growing so well. In fact, One has blocked the entrance to the reactors, a fungal bloom. The growth covers the lower entrance and may require a neutralizing agent. I was not given access to such chemicals, but if you wish further access to the facility, perhaps you can procure some. Please enjoy the vegetation.
Thanks for that. However, now I need to speak with you with her on.
Organic colleague, I detect you carry one of Dr. Wakeman's subjects with you. You failed to activate her vocalizer. I have corrected this for you. Hello, Ms. Muir.
Hello, friend. It is good to be with you.
Are you exiting this facility as well? I have observed gate employees passing into the portal. None have returned, so they must be happy there. But there is no one to enjoy this garden now. Only myself. Take care. I would not want you to expire soon. Do you require assistance? The portal was closed for a long time, but now it is open again, and the plants flourish. I am very happy to see these plants thriving so thoroughly. There is no way through to the reactors without antifungal chemicals. If you seek an exit, I suggest the portal. The total number of negative reports from those passing through is 0.
Yeah, there's kind of a reason for that. But before I head through the portal, which it is speaking of this one here, I do actually have to go use the bathroom. So I will be right back within a moment. So have some ambient portal sounds as I return shortly. Alrighty, we have returned. And now that I have, it is indeed time. Portal! Ah. Village Dendakoyer. Not sure what language that is meant to be, or whether it's just created oddly.
Dr. Derek Mann's reporting, Research Director. Lenora, Dr. Riggs, claims to have found something astonishing in the exorbit device capable of eliminating biological infestations from that region. She's calling it a kill switch, but the full capabilities of this device, let alone how it came to exist, remains unknown. Someone will need to go in there and figure it out. Try to do it without gatekeepers. They're a variable I'd rather not introduce into this incredible environment.
Antiverse 2C. I have to remember, my jetpack is useless, because it is a new portal we have entered. Although, that's a lot of anti-juice. For those who don't know, something I just recently found out a few days ago, anti-juice actually gives double the thirst property that water does. So, if I can keep a steady supply of this, I will not need to drink as much. And then, yeah. Wouldn't that be nice? There's a whole dimension with it. So, yeah, I'm gonna... Hold on. I'm gonna turn ambience down. Because this dimension is loud. So that being said, there is a portal up here to return home. However, as you may have surmised, that cliff that I just looked down is where I actually need to go. It's a nice little ocean of anti-juice, though. So, always comforting to know. The only problem is, now that I'm here, there is a very much dangerous type of Exor here. Not the most dangerous one, but definitely up there. Who keeps messaging me and stop? Peckery sows here. I'm just gonna slip past you there, pal. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you the slip as we just keep making our way on by. Ooh. See, that looks like bismuth, and you can't tell me otherwise. That is very pretty. Oh, and there's the Exor I was speaking of. Yeah, he may not look like much, except he's kind of a combination of... Well, he acts a lot like the regular Exor, and he has his own special little thing. But he's very dangerous. I don't feel like fighting it. Granted, I do have my deatomizer. I'm just not sure how effective it is against them. Nor with another couple of enemies I will be facing in the near, very short future. But we'll find out. But this is breakable. What is this? Wait. I forgot he comes back. Transcendium. Cool. I am back to the Invisible. So we're just gonna keep on walking on by. Ooh! Ooh, I give you a crafting recipe. Exor flail. I'm gonna be real, I was not expecting bro to just walk out of the water like that. Those are giant fish skeletons, though. Huh, another source of carapace. How about that? I actually didn't know about the carapace part, it being in here until that very moment. So, interesting. Not that there's really anything else for me to do with carapace, it's just interesting to know that it is here. So, we're just gonna keep on traveling around. I need to get to that. That has what I need. So many Exors, I do not like it. See, all these bones all over the place. I want to know what the heck was large enough to leave them behind. Like, that's the part that frightens me, yeah? Like, you're always in those games where you have creatures that are your size or smaller, maybe slightly bigger. But then you see skeletons of things that are like absolute giants, and it makes you wonder what in the ever-loving they were. Like, look at this spine. Like, this is just crazy. Like, what is big enough to have a spine that needs that? Because the only thing in this game that I've seen that I could think of so far would be a Tarrasque. And I haven't had to deal with that in a long while. You go that way, I'll go this way. Thanks. I don't even know if there's anything down here. There is... Ooh! Oh! There's antivirus gel. Yeah, I'll just quickly nab me some of that. Thanks, I guess. Moving on through.
I may soon need the facilities.
That's potentially a problem. Depending on how long I'm in here. Well, aren't you just a sleepy little guy? See, if it weren't for the fact that he is existent to kill me, I would be adorable. You're just a sleepy little guy. We're just gonna let him sleep. Sneaking through the Exor village. Oh, hello, regular Exor. What you doing, pal? Oh, and there's one of them. Of course there's an armored Exor here. Why wouldn't there be? You know what, actually, if these are the only two Exors over here, I'm gonna take them out. Come on, I need up there. I guess I can't land on top of that. Come on. Let me up there! I want the Transcendium! Thank you. Jeez. Also, the fact that this thing is as powerful as it is frightening, to say the least. Imagine if the enemies had this thing to fight me with. No! Exor Cha. Let's go ahead and give that a quick little read. Let's see. Exor Cha must be kept in geomagnetically isolated conditions with permanent fail-safe connection to backup power. Full spectrum perforation suppressive measures must be observed at all times within 20 meters of the entity, as with the closely related 184B, the monk. Further, IS-184D must not be permitted near sticks, branches, short poles, pikes, long-handled tools, or any implement it might use as a weapon. Less affected by electrical damage, which is interesting. Let's see, there's a peccary sow and two peccary sow and a regular peccary here. Oh, both of you in there. Nothing of importance over here, which is good. Gotta say, don't you discover me. 3 Peccaries, 3 Exors, and a Carbuncle. Not the type of fight I want to get into. Purely because of the Carbuncle, actually. That thing would grab me and be like, ha! I'd be stuck. You just keep going on your merry little way there. I need to go that way, but I want to explore. You just stay over there, Exor Cha. Stay away, stay away. Another one of you. Luckily for you, I have no reason to get you. Lone Exor Cha. Oh, more antivirus gel. There's just a randomly spawning Exor there. Okay. Oh, what's that? What is that? I see a laptop. Oh. Well, that would explain why there haven't been any negative reports. Because he's dead. Comforting. Let's see what they got with us. I would send this to no one but you, and I trust it goes no further until I have evidence for this statement. I believe we are being observed. Above and beyond are increasingly fascinating creatures and their undeniable culture. I have a sense. I know you mistrust such vagueness, and I understand why, but I feel that there is something else here. An intrusion. As if my mind were being scrutinized by something distant and indistinct. Suffice to say, I will continue my research and return soon enough. Dr. Riggs. It's the center point. All trans recon staff. How did the Crown Control corn processing room get blocked by this fungal bloom? People are not following decon procedures, so now we've got to send another team into A2C to retrieve the antifungal agent just to open a door. We discussed this extensively following the first foray into A2C. I'll be conducting a full review of access to the Flat Hill facility, and I will be getting to the bottom of this. Crown Control is an essential gate facility and will be maintained as such. Yep, that's Flat Hill. You can see the corn syrup factory logo there. And Black Hole. I have the spectrum analysis you requested shortly. It wasn't easy. Antiverse's 2 entropy delta throws everything off. But it's absolutely fascinating. From this close, we're getting much more accurate readings on the black hole. What black hole? Black hole. Judging by the preliminary spectra data, it's not, strictly speaking, a black hole at all. Or at least not any kind we know of. Again, everything works differently in Antiverse 2. It's a singularity, yes.
This may get awkward.
But it seems to be emitting much more information than you'd expect. Thanks, that's intriguing. If you need more data, I'll be here for another 36 hours. Then Riggs and I are being dispatched to 168 for an artifact recovery. At least physics works the same here. Same there.
Interesting.
Why did you say interesting? Oh. First off, the neutrino mapper and power cell I didn't know. Neither did I know about that body in the water. That's a new one. Is there anything else I should know about over here? Oh, more transcendium. There's perforation bees over there. I didn't want to be over here. I wonder if she has something to say. I don't know. Why did she say interesting? Okay. Well, I suppose we can continue exploring for the time being. Ooh, more transcendium.
I'm proud of you.
Thanks, I guess. I'm already not sure what to make of this item I have. I guess I can't even say item. I guess technically it is a person, but even still. Transcendium is a bit heavy. Yeah. Yeah, that's already 16 pounds in my hand. Okay. I heard a pest. Oh, yeah, there they are. You know what? I can't think of a better time to try out the grenade. That actually worked a lot better than I could have ever possibly hoped. I don't know if I'll be able to wash myself with the anti-juice, so I'm just gonna sit here for a moment and hope that I can. What's that? Woke abruptly from a deep sleep. When? Hey, I can wash myself. Perfect. Honestly, I was genuinely a bit worried about that one. Starting to like his deatomizer more and more, honestly. I really am. Just absolutely disintegrating creatures. Works for me! Now I need to find my way back to the center bit. There it is.
Tired.
Yeah, well, you kinda can't take a nap yet. You're in another dimension, full of anything and everything that will kill you. I swear I remember finding more Transcendium when I was in here the first time. Guess not. That portal's red. I don't like that. I don't like the fact that it's a red portal. Oh, I can grab that. Either way, though, ooh, and that gives such a weird sound, too. Oh god, what is that? Okay. Not sure what that was about, but okay. I'm sorry, what? Antifungal gelatin. The leaking residue of a biological monolith stored in a small vessel of alien pottery. Okay. Going to land right here. That way I can take my little nappy nap.
Sweet dreams.
Oh, thanks. This device just have something to say about everything? Yo!
What was that noise?
Okay. I'm not sure if you noticed, but when the Layak appeared, it was chasing me in the dream sequence. That was... Oh, that's scared me. I have... That's new. Wow, okay. I was genuinely so confused. If I remember correctly... Yep, there it goes. Look at that. I can't remember. This also tainted water? Yes, it is. Though that is very blue. I do need to come back to this particular space, though that'll be later, as I do not have a tram station key. Also, it must be night. Yep, about to turn day, so lights are about to come on.
Dr. Derek Mance reporting, Research Director. The gatekeepers are indispensable. I do not deny it. They serve a necessary purpose, containing and occasionally culling some of the more unusual specimens our work requires. If ultimately their own agenda is not entirely clear, that is not what concerns me. It is their hocus pocus, their willingness to harness forces we have not analyzed or assessed. This is what I fear.
And you know what? He has every right to fear that. Let's see, steel cable I can grab. Duct tape. Yes, please. Ooh, transcendium. And a capacitor. Where did that come from? And bleach. Polished human skull. Oh, thanks. Because that's what we needed in this game. Sagat detests you. Not sure what that's supposed to mean, but okay. Only slightly worried about that. Let's see what else we got. I'm assuming it's supposed to be an elevator. Yeet. Just for the funsies. Now we are fully in reactors. Kind of. Ah, hello, Dr. Khan. I'll talk to you in a moment. There's supposed to be an actual elevator. Wonder what that's supposed to connect to.
I may soon need the facilities.
Again?
Yeah, my friend. I'm not going to lie to you. This is worse than I expected. Much worse. This sector is swarming with gatekeepers, which can only mean one thing. Gate is cleaning house, and we are the dirt. They were using a waygate in the center to come and go from this facility. But now those scoundrels have shut down the nuclear reactors that power it. I presume to prevent the invaders from using it. However, we rather need that waygate to not be closed. Therefore, we should look into bringing it all back online. But no need to get ahead of ourselves. Let's start simple, with Dusk Reactor. That seems sensible. It just needs a little fuel, I imagine. I'm going to look around, maybe poke my nose into a few spots and try to figure out this place a little more. I'll let you know what I dig up.
Oh boy. Gatekeepers have overrun the reactors. Neo-Marauders, insane special ops employees employed by Gate to deal with the most dangerous entities in our world. Today, apparently, that includes me. What a description. Dr. Khan says the gatekeepers enter and exit the facility via some kind of waygate, but they've shut down the nuclear reactors that power it. Each reactor has a unique name. I need to power them back on, starting with the Dusk reactor. Also, what the heck is this? Ah, that's my hammer. Yes, what's up these stairs? Oh. That's nice. Perish fools. So, dusk, gale, mist, cloud. And apparently there was... used to be wave and rain. Which don't seem to exist anymore. Also... is this supposed to be a warp from Gale? Because if it is, I've not found it. Not even on my run through. So, nice.
This much longer.
Dude, did I take a perk against that or something? Like, hang on. Oh, I did. Way to go, me. Oh, so that should have opened up the doors down there. Which it did. Office South Water Main? And Labs Flow Transit. These two I did know about. So that will take me back to containment, over by the Tarask. I actually need to go through this one now. Because as you can see, this one takes me back to base. So with that being said, I actually need to maneuver this. So why do I need to maneuver this? So that I can come and go from here freely as needed. Also, he still isn't in here. That is a problem.
Alert.
Oh.
Entities detected. Contact containment staff immediately.
What's it gonna do? What's it gonna do? Oh, zombies. those are dealt with. Bodies. Anyway. I need to see if I can make a certain base defense. I can, just not yet. I need to go find materials to do that. That being said, though, I need to drop off a bunch of things. Do I have any more neutrino mappers now that I think about it? I don't think I do. That would be a no. I do have carapace, so I could throw that in here. I don't even think I have any more antifungal gel, or antivirus gel. I do not. Interesting, actually. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I have a lot to drop off. Transcendium, for sure. Bleach, extremely poisonous, will cause sickness and vomiting. Do not drink. Crazy. Crazy work right there. So... I don't think there's any way for me to make a two-way switch in this game. Not that I can think of. Trying to think of electrical routing to see if there would be any way for me to make a two-way switch. I don't think there is. No, not that I can think of. Because the problem with the two-way switch is that I would have to have a way that I could power it on and off out here. But then also be able to do the same from out here. So if one is on and the other is off, the other one still
Did you feel her?
Did you feel her? It's a her? That thing is a her?
I can feel my blood sugar falling.
What do you know about this thing, Kylie? Did you feel her? That is such an odd question to ask. Let me... IS-91. Did you feel her? That is such a peculiar thing for to be asked about the Layak. Did you feel her? Huh. Like, that has to be intentional, right? Like, surely it is. Okay. I'm still not sure about the two-way switch, but seeing as how I'm going to be coming and going from that door quite a lot. Yo, what is up, Rune? No problem at all. Real quick, before you actually lurk, have you and the others made it through reactors yet? It's been a couple streams since I've been able to... It's been a couple streams since I've been able to tune in, so I need to know if you guys have made it through reactors or not. Let's see, let's go ahead and drop that off. I don't have any Trina mappers. Oh, wait, yeah, I do. There it is. The reason I'm asking if you guys have made it through reactors or not is because if you guys don't want any spoilers, as much as I would love to have you guys in here, I'm now going through reactors, and if you don't want spoilers, then unfortunately this isn't the stream for you. But if you don't mind about spoilers, then I'm more than happy to have you around. I can go ahead and leave the industrial battery over here. We just killed the big guy that was in the first one? The big guy. I could think of a couple different... Which reactor? Place the first replacement, otherwise square. I didn't grab the map while I was down there, shame on me. Square, which one is square? Is that... I think that's Gale? There should be a map I should be able to grab somewhere around here. The first reactor is Dusk Reactor. And to my left is Mist. You said Square. Square... No, Square might be Dusk, yeah. Hang on. I just need to be able to grab a map and then I can find out. No, I'm gonna hop in here and grab a map. Yeah, Square's Dusk Reactor. That's actually what I'm off to do now, but... I'm just trying to... I'm trying to definitively think of what you're referring to by big guy. Because I can think of him in there that's right through this next door. And then I also know of something else that's right at the power for the reactor. Okay, so no, I'm thinking of the right thing. No, it's not a Leviathan, it's a second... Yeah. Not sure what's being fought up there, but okay. I'm genuinely unsure what was with that gunshots. Yep, no worries. Thanks for dropping in. Now, reactors is super dangerous for those who for those who are just joining in, Rune, you already know because you and your buddies are running through this game as well. But this is Reactors, a very dangerous location, as now the enemies here are Spec Ops. But watch me obliterate this guy! I'm gonna be honest, I was not expecting it to still go that quickly. Oh my god. But what this sector essentially brings out are the current deadliest of the deadliest types of enemies. One of which being that. While it is just a pest, that is a very much different type of pest. Oh, I was lucky that it didn't hit me. So what that thing actually does is it's actually called a volatile pest. And when it hits you, it explodes. Now, one on its own isn't too terrible, but majority of the locations where you find it, there are a lot of them. So yes, Rune, fair warning on that one as well. Further you go, the more of those volatile pests you'll be having. But the more concerning creature is actually what's beyond past those doors. You're a regular pest, I'm not worried about you as much. Out of here with that. Ah, another item I need. Platonic blood.
This is Dr. Derek Mance. Our assumptions around the Exor and its progeny have been revealed to be completely false. In the first instance, they have created a highly complex and ordered societal existence in Antiverse 2. We are forced to regard them as sentient, possibly even intelligent. But this is not the only revelation. There is no escaping the fact. The Exor, the pest, the peccary, none of them are native to the worlds we're finding them on. Something brought them here. The crux is the monument at the center of their settlement. Not a structure, but a weapon. A warhead. Indeed, increasingly, I am sure the creature is not natural at all, but a bioweapon designed to be introduced to a region and clear it out.
That's always concerning. But as far as the creatures that I was explaining, you've actually just heard one of them roar if you heard the background sound. But notice this Exor here is dead. And not by mistake either. There he is. I'm just gonna sit here and watch as he passes by. No, he didn't come this way. Shame. There he is. The volatile Exor. Highly radioactive, and shortly after Reactor's release, was also given a few changes. See, before, that thing would act more like a peccary than an Exor. And it still does. But what makes them so especially dangerous is the fact that they also explode. And they don't just explode. They explode when they're at low health. But what makes it even worse is that they run and jump it. Honestly, deatomizer for the win. I'm actually so glad I made this weapon. I genuinely am. Because that tells me I don't have anything to worry about. See, before, I didn't really experiment with the weapons much. Because the thermal hammer honestly got me through nearly everything. Well, it did get me through everything. But the fact that the deatomizer
Proud of you.
just removes this thing from existence is beautiful for me. Power is about to go off, meaning it's actually the perfect time for me to go through here. Oh, where's my combat knife? That means this fan is off. Now, I can't rely on the deatomizer now because I've just run it out of power. However, I can charge that up fairly quickly. Where's the section of floor that I'm looking for? Well, section of ceiling, I should technically say. There it is. Whee! TV, gatekeepers, allies in science. I'm just gonna go ahead and let that play. Because it should start saying something soon. Actually, give me that. I can eat that. There it goes.
Wherever your research takes you, in this world or beyond, remember, gatekeepers are here to help. Whether securing new sites, procuring critical specimens, or assisting in the field, gatekeepers work tirelessly to support your research. If they seem impolite or their methods appear unorthodox, don't worry. They know what they're doing and how to get the job done. So, next time you're preparing to study in IS or heading to an unknown antiverse, be thankful you're accompanied by gatekeepers.
Yeah. And then it plays all the eerie music that you hear now with the distortion. Which is meant to tell you that They are not friendly. Not in the slightest. Now, there is a lot I need to do in this sector, such as powering the 4 reactors, creating a bunch of things as I go on about it. There's another volatile XOR down there. Oh, you would come up here. Come on, go away. Thank you. Now he's dead. And then there's him. The Sapper. He has a problem within himself. Because as you saw, he has a rocket launcher. No. Where's your drop? There it is. Det cord, cluster grenade, and rocket launcher. Rocket, cluster rocket, and penetrator rocket. Now, this right here is where I have to go to repair the reactors. There are multiple of these found. Luckily for me, in Dusk Reactor, there is just the one. Hold on. And there's the big guy that Rune was speaking of. We've seen one of them before. However, we've not seen the same one. Actually, that one might be a Leviathan. I don't remember, because there's the Tarask, and I know this is the red one. You could say for a split second that it is different colored. But yeah, he's meant to be here to stop you from powering the reactor. Which actually means there are 3 of them in Cascade Facility. Not just the 1 or 2, but there are only the 2 that you can fight. Do I have the means to fight this one? Not right now. Because, unfortunately, I do not have my shotgun, and my deatomizer is, kind of out of power. Though I am curious to know how effective the deatomizer is against him. Transuranic superalloy is what I need to repair the reactors. And oh boy, are they a pain. So I'm just gonna stay away from Big Boy over there. since I'm running low on inventory space, medical bandages. Let's go ahead and craft those. And we're gonna make our way back for the time being. That way I can... Actually, I don't even know if I got the recipe for... the transuranic yet. Oh, I did. Yeah. They are a pain to make. Honestly, an understatement, but they're not the biggest pain when it comes to here. Oh, I can't open this from this side. That's a little bit problematic. Okay, I do have the radioactive suit on, which is good. But yes, as you can see, it is another Tarask. Although this one affects visuals a bit more. Yeah, I don't recall the Tarask affecting vision as much as that one does. Gave up for the night, Fisher? How far did you get? What all did you make?
I may soon leave the facilities.
I'm not worried about the peccary. It's kind of a whatever type situation there. Oh, bala 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 bala. New door. Still haven't found my map yet. Need to grab that, actually. Just gonna sneak on by this Spec Ops. Medical clinic. Okay, so yeah. Dusk Reactor, Gale, Mist, and Cloud. Fun. Not really, no. Honestly, knowing how difficult reactors actually is, it makes me wonder what they could possibly do for residences to make it even more difficult. Because what good would this game really be if all of a sudden it's just ease the rest of the game? No. Thank you. Now, here's the real problem. The fact that I've been in here means that that thing will be elsewhere. I'll just come up here, pal. Let's see. I made an iron axe, fully upgraded. Nice. A black metal axe. Wait. Black metal axe? How did you make that? Did you skip something? New armor, fully upgraded, and have been chopping trees to get feather and resin. Yeah, I feel you on the feather and resin. But the black metal axe? How did you get that before beating bone mass? Because you're not supposed to get that until a friend built the forges for black metal. So did you guys already beat Motor first? Because you're not supposed to be able to make that until after defeating Motor. For reference, the game that Fisher is speaking of in chat is a game called Valheim. I've been killing the goblins that give the black metal. Yeah, gosh, what are they called? I know what you're talking about. I just can't think of the name right now. Okay, so you've joined their world and you're just beating the bosses yourself, then, I'm guessing? Except the queen. Ooh. Beat every boss except the queen. Yeah. Personally, I haven't made it past Motor yet. I'm still working on that one myself. However, there is a new boss that is supposed to come out soon as well. Who's Motor? So it's actually spelled M-O-D-E-R. And that is the boss of the next biome after Bone Mass. Motor is a dragon. Technically, it also has an umlaut over the O. However, I do not know the keybind specialty keys for anything like that. I need to go back through that. Yeet. And also thinking about it, since it has been a couple of days that I was in Reactor, there should be just the one, so it's only been one day? Interesting. And I also have 2 more power cells. I need some more crafting things. Yeah, I understand that. Just gonna recharge everything here. The fact that I already have what I need to make the first
It's a short nap.
fix for the reactors is kind of crazy. Where do I want to put staplers right now? Also need someone to build because I'm not a builder. Honestly, I genuinely feel that one. I'm not typically a builder in most games. Yeah, let's throw these in here. I can break the pocket watch. I don't really have any need for it. Tiny gears and exquisite chain. Also, I have a sensor. Do I have sensors somewhere? I do. I have 2 now. Also gonna go ahead and... No, I'll keep the lodestone whole for now. So I have more capacitors in here for whatever reason. Clearly I needed them for something, but I can't think of it right now. Alright, let's go grab my electronics so they stop screaming at me. And we're gonna take a quick little nappy nap.
Sweet dreams.
Okay. How's my food? Okay. Looking fairly decent there. Okay. I can leave the antifungal here. Don't have any use for that yet. I'm gonna keep the iodine tablets on me, cause nuclear stuff. Let's go ahead and repair my combat knife. And then armor, repair with duct tape, same with shield and hammer. And then, yeah, I think we are good to go. It's going to, grab this so that we can finish out Dusk Reactor. Oh, I forgot about reactor check-in. I am so glad I didn't die.
Check-in approved.
There we go. We're just gonna take this back to Dusk. Crack an iodine. And then I am actually curious to know how effective this weapon is against the Tarask. So I guess we'll find out, won't we? You know what, actually? Gatekeeper Mystagogue. I have a better idea, and a funnier one at that. The first, I need to open this door. So first, we're gonna give a good ol' come on, follow me, buddy. No, come on. You and I are gonna have a little fun. Now that you're in here. First off, did you already delete him? Ouch. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna nope myself out of that one. Gonna be completely honest. Also, crack another iodine since I'm holding that thing. I want to be honest, I was kind of hoping that the deatomizer was gonna have a bit more effect on the Tarask creature. Since, you know, well, I don't actually know, because this one seems to differ a bit. Yeah, I'm just gonna not, and then once I have proper weaponry to fight this one, I'll come back and do it, but... Like, he already broke my leg. Dang, he really did obliterate you. Oh, you gave me the recipe for drop shield. That's wild. Alright, so yeah, I'm just going to avoid you. Oh.
Dr. Derek Mans.
Oh, let's miss that.
Cascade. As we explore the functionality of temporal portals, we've begun to feel out some of their behaviors. It can be frustrating, like using bulldozers to make origami. But I believe Dr. Yannick is making progress. Some of the temporal perforational behavior, however, remains an obdurate mystery. For instance, why do they persist in localizing in the residence sector gardens?
Residence sector gardens. That's an interesting line, considering as how residence sector isn't even out yet, but that should be preluding to something. And Dusk Reactor is thus powered. Does that mean I'm done with the Dusk Reactor? Definitely not. Because one, I want to come back and fight the Trask. Two, I'm going to be farming a lot of materials from over here. Speaking of materials, where did I break that eye thing? That's a good question. Where did that break? Don't tell me it didn't drop its items. Are you serious? Oh. But I needed that. Also, there's a sapper right there, too. But yeah, no. I'm definitely not done in Dusk Reactor. There's more to do in here. Like I said, farming material is a big one. While I'm at it, I'm gonna take out Spec Ops here. Out of here. There we go. That's what I wanted. Oh, where's that recipe? Give it to me. Oh, I can make imbued parchment. Digital gold. That'll come in handy later. It's not something I need right now. Tools. You. Okay. I have fiber optics at base. This is why I was shooting at that little floating drone thing. These are what I need. I can make bleach. Interesting. Drop shield. That'll come in handy later. This, on the other hand. I need this. That'll come later, though. Sorry, I'm just kind of clearing these dots from my crafting recipes here. Sensory companion. I've not made this recipe before. The multitude of eyes amidst a fleshy red glow gives the wearer awareness in all directions. IS-91 will act as if the wearer can always see it, even from behind. So basically, if I'm not looking at that thing, it will constantly, yeah. Teleporter pad. A deployable gateway that can be connected to another gateway just about anywhere as long as it is powered. So I gotta... Huh. See, I want your weaponry. I want that. I don't know what it is, but I want it. It is the only militant weapon that I've not obtained from any enemy in the game yet. And that includes my off-stream world. I have not been able to obtain that weapon yet. But, as I said, I'm not done with Dusk Reactor. However, I am done for the current time being. Hello, Dr. Khan.
Done, my terrifically tatterdemalion friend. I continue to be impressed with your acumen and daring do. It's really rather a silver lining to all this chaos. And we're one step closer to escaping it, thanks to you. Now, I've had a look around, and it's as diabolical as I had feared. The scientists down here have a central fusion reactor powering the Waygate. In other words, we do need all 4 reactors. I noticed a gate activated near the original station, leading to Cloud Reactor. I thought I heard some yelling, but it's hard to tell in this acoustic anathema. The gate is not far from here at all, just back the way we came. On the tram, of course.
So while I am not done in Dusk Reactor, as I said, I'm done with it for now. Some of the problems that going through Dusk Reactor has thus incurred, however, is that Gatekeeper Mystagogue can now spawn in the secondary offices. I don't know if that creature can be part of the portal raids, as I've not had them happen yet, but that's not to say that it can't. Also, I missed this.
Dr. Derek Mann's reporting, research director. One of the gatekeeper mystagogues made a request to my department today. At first I could not understand a word it was saying, until I realized they were incanting something. Slowly, the words, "Deliver us weapons," appeared on the wall behind me. Written, I later realized, in blood. Could someone not show these animals how to use the email system?
And we've already seen the evidence of that. That was actually back in Dusk Reactor. I can go back to that at a later time. But right now... I need to open the door to Mist. Now, before I move any further, there's something you should know. That. So as you can see, one of the lights has turned green. That is stating that one reactor is powered. Once all 4 of those are lit up, that is where I need to go. There's only one problem with that, however. That would be this keypad. Retinal scanner. Class 6 clearance. I have a long way to go before I get to that. But for right now, I need to come over here. And I'm gonna go ahead and pop another iodine, because that is all radioactive waste.
Is someone there? Hey, good to see you. And just wait. I know how it is. Look, normally I'm all about the gatekeepers. Love those guys, especially when they're around. But they did shut down the fusion generator and caused a bit of a mess. Now, don't get me wrong, they had the right idea. We have been invaded, and the last thing we want to do is give those genocidal antiquarians a free pass to, another facility. I totally get that. But here's the thing. Nuclear power is one of the safest sources of energy there is, but you can't just go turning it off whenever you feel like it. It's not a television. It's not... You get it. You seem capable. I am a little busy. So if you can get the nuclear reactors back online, we can restart the central fusion generator and sort this place out. Someone's already taken care of the dusk reactor, so the other three just need a little work. They all look like this bad boy behind me, but actually operational. This one's not going to help anyone. Oh, one thing. A small rule? They're pretty intense about security down here. Who knew, right? I'm going to just leave that one with you, but these are unusual times, so I didn't give you this information, okay? Totally wasn't me, all right? Any questions? It takes 4 nuclear reactors to ignite the central fusion generator, but then you've got basically all the energy you need for anything. It's why we built this thing, so let's work on that, shall we? I'm a little tied up right now, but you're new, so take a look around. Not exactly ideal timing, but you're looking at one of the facility's oldest areas, where our perforation work started. It's history down here. And yeah, getting past some of the security might mean getting your hands a little, messy. But hey, if you want tidy, go work in a library. 10 years ago, nobody could do this. Look how far we've come. I mean, this one behind me, it's a museum piece, practically. Not actually, but, soon. Once I stop this, history from leaking all over the place. Looks like the gatekeepers have got their hands full right now, so, let's make that work for us, yeah? Normally, they do good work. Synaptic labs don't mess around, but they've gone a little off the grid this time. I'm not saying you have to kill a few of them, but I'm also not saying that you don't not have to not kill any of them either. The fantastic thing about the perforation system is that it doesn't rely on the dark lens. It's older than that. Sure, it took the entire output of a fusion generator just to open a portal, but sometimes the old ways are the best ways. In this case, the old way might be the only way. It takes 4 nuclear reactors to ignite the central...
Okay, so now he's repeating
Then you've got basically all the energy you need for anything. It's why we built this thing, so let's work on that, shall we?
So this is clearly one of the nuclear generators that they have. Though I'm not sure which one, because this is a circle with a line, which actually isn't listed as one of the 4 even on that door. So if we come back to this room over here, clearly it's either wave or rain, right? Not sure why there's a smiley face on that one. So I'm not sure how we would be able to find out which one that one is, nor do I think there is a way to. However, it is very clearly one of them. But then that also leaves the question, is if we're powering 4, and we know where the 5th one is, the real question becomes, where is number 6? Because I've gone throughout the entire facility. And unless it's in... Actually, no. I take that back. There is still one place that I have yet to actually go. when it comes to this game. Actually, we can go ahead and take a look over there now that I'm thinking about it. Because that is actually just back up here. I don't know why I didn't think about it before. And yes, this is just a giant elevator. Not sure for what purpose they would need one so large. But, yeah. It's an elevator nonetheless, right? Cool. Bingo, bango, bongo, done. With that being said, the one area that I have yet to to have gone through is through the buoyancy lab. Yeah. I have not been through any of whatever this is. You missed. You missed. Okay, cool. So I don't know if there's actually anything in here that's able to be done right now. I don't know the purpose of this area. Honestly, the only thing I can assume is that it eventually has something to do with entering... Ow, I hurt my leg. Entering residential. Because, like, I see that there's a bunch of stuff down there. Especially, you know, like, the cooling of the nuclear fission stuff. But aside from that, I have no idea. Also, I just noticed these stairs, so let's come up here. Oh, it's just stairs leading me back to here. Oh! Well, there's that reactor. Number 6. And it's on. Oh, hey, we found it. Who knew? It's in the one place I haven't gone. But that also does mean that I have yet to be through that portal as well. So that will be something I will be doing for stream. Not right now. Also, I wonder, since I have removed the fungal, does he have anything else to say?
I hope you have a wonderful morning/day/evening. I look forward to meeting you again, under better circumstances. I will be here if you require me to water anything. Dr. Wakeman says I am equal to my gardening, and that I am a conversationalist. He is kind. I know we all need watering from time to time. If you ever visit Synaptic Labs, please do not mention me to Dr. Lewis.
Synaptic Labs.
I hope you have a wonderful morning/day/evening.
I actually don't know where Synaptic Labs is. That might be a residential sector thing, and just hasn't been released yet. I don't know. But, with that being said, we're gonna go back to base. We're gonna go ahead and take the water route. Because I need to recharge everything. So, what do we feel like? Should I go ahead and do another reactor, or should I just explore and go from there? That is the question, is it not? Oh, the question is what do we feel like doing? Because there's a lot that I could do. There's a lot that I can do. My jetpack has officially run out of battery. Yeah, I had a feeling. And that is why I need the laser turret. I have about another day before I need to add more power to that. Military arm. We're gonna put that there, because we will need that. I do have ammunition that I can throw in here. 53 of that particular ammunition. Projects chest. Smashgate MBGs definitely need to go in there. I have a new scrap to throw in here. Arcane. Oh, just throwing things around where to sort out inventory bit. Alright, let's go charge everything. Which one's done already? Hammer. Cool. So that really does leave the question of what to... Actually, you know what? I know what I want to do. I actually do know what I want to go and do. So, I have the Tier 5 keypad hacker, right? Actually, you know what? I'm just going to fuel this now. So, the reason I bring up the Tier 5 keypad hacker, right? Is because there are two things that I am aware that I can go and do with it right now. Both of which are over in containment block. Traveling around. So the first one that I'm wanting to do isn't really... It's not really all that special. It's really not, kind of. But, that door. I don't understand why this was put under a live fire zone with a class 5's hack pad. But we can go into it. Don't recall if there was... no. Yep, it is just what it looks like. A giant mirror. The world in the mirror. Congratulations. We have essentially entered yeah, IS-0855. So we're gonna go ahead and give that a quick read. The world in the mirror. All TR or research personnel visiting Antiverse, what, XXX, so 36? Yeah, 36 are required to establish a locational beacon at the primary egress point, review position and confirm bearings every 200 meters if progressing further than 500 meters from the primary egress point. Establish satellite beacons every 2,500 meters if proceeding further than 5,000 meters in any direction. So here's the thing to that, yeah? We have now entered a perfectly safe dimension where quite literally nothing can enter. I don't know about the Layak. The Layak is a questionable one. Because that thing seems to follow me through certain dimensional portals. So as you can see, we are going straight back. I have fractured a bone. Congratulations. But as you can see, we have gotten beamed to the opposite side of which we were just going. So, like I said, nothing really all that special, just a permanent point of safety, I guess. And look, they even gave me a little power box here. So, while it is mid to late game, it would make for an absolutely fantastic base. None of these doors can open, by the way. Not sure if they plan on doing something else with it. But what I think it is meant to be is a joke on Minecraft creative or Minecraft super flat worlds. That's the only thing I could think. I don't know if that is correct. But the other thing I have is over here in Dirac. How about you just don't even, thanks. Cool. Oy. So I think actually that doing what I'm about to do will go ahead and wrap up stream, honestly. I just want to do my little thing over here first. Oh, hi. You know what? Fine. I will upgrade the power and obliterate you that way. Seeing as how you don't want to die to the normal laser. You can surprisingly take a hit. Back to containment helmets.
I could certainly use a drink.
I don't recall this door being open. Evidently I haven't
I've
played
never
it.
been entirely sure what Lenora sees in IS-111, or even why she brought it back from A21 in the first place. She says being near it gives her a warm, calm sense of peace. I pointed out that as the strange little furry cone of flesh seems to hunt at its own like a leopard, she was simply falling prey to its psychic lure. She did not seem overly concerned.
What is this IS, by the way? It doesn't say one. Though there is blood on the ceiling, which doesn't sit right with me. I'm not touching that chair. I've already done that on stream. I ain't doing that again. I actually don't know what that one is. That one's a new one. But anyways, I came here for this.
This is Dr. Derek Vance. Despite the obvious risks, IS-083 has become a regular lunchtime haunt for several staff members. Call it research. In a facility such as this, there needs to be some means to suppose them. So long as no one forgets to close the door.
So IS-083. Space Queen is to be kept unpowered under Crucius containment protocols, except when being directly studied by yellow tier clearance staff and above. The subject is only to be activated by trans recon operatives fully trained in psycho-excursive protocols. Yeah, there's nothing to find about this thing. But we're gonna go in. Did I actually give anything to... Nope. Royal coin. The Lamogi are pretty hard, but a bop on the top of their head might take care of that. Tutorial bit!
Sleep well.
I'll try. Yeah. Alright, so we gotta go find the 7 crowns. Also, what's that effect? Mildly cold. Oh look, there's one. But I also need these royal coins, which will make sense later. Doop, 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 doop. No penguins allowed by order of Big Ogie, the biggest, coolest Lamogi. And the royal crown is mine. Mine! The game sprite.
I really must use the restroom.
Where? Containment procedures for IS-307 are part of an ongoing investigation led by Dr. Stern. While entirely effective containment protocols are not yet established, electromagnetic insulation in Faraday shielding is known to retard 307's movement. While entering or egressing from such containment spaces, full-spectrum EM electromagnetic jamming equipment must be in operation. Any digital device, mechanism, or hardware known to contain IS-307 must be kept at least 40 feet from unhardened video or digital equipment. Interesting. Okay. Well. Let's go take care of Big Boy here. Crown. Oh, well. Luckily, I can't... Well, I can, just... I can't easily die in here. Yeah, power. Oh. That's just unfortunate, ain't it? Think I need your little platforms. No. Anyway, that's crown 2 of what, 7? No, not you. Must say, it gave me a thing for it. Oh, Royal Range. The 8th of 15 Worlds in Space Queen, Royal Range, featured in the game level Rumble on the Royal Range, is theorized to be a simulated environment running on highly advanced processing equipment within IS-83. A mid-difficulty design, Royal Range sits between Painted Planet and Mighty Moon, challenging players to open the way by collecting a number of royal crowns. Incorporation of the player's complete current awareness results in no single correct solution yet, given the variance of equipment each player's awareness may introduce to the environment. Subsequent to its theorized infection by IS-307, Rumble on the Royal Range is the only level available to players. Players are ejected from the simulation upon completing its requirements and cannot progress further into the game. Previous to infection, players had reported prior and subsequent levels all the way up to the final boss, but a completion immediately returns players to the starting screen. Dr. Hammond reported on an impressive full game completion time of 3.5 hours by Mr. Beckett of Janitorial. Due to infection, the regular enemies in Royal Range also have heightened aggression, likewise associated with IS-307, but the greater effects of which are still being studied. 3. Yo, you can calm down, little dude. Not cool, dude. Give me that. Crown. Now, can I get an aerial viewpoint over the rest? There's a crown there, and a crown there. There's a little bitty island over there, too. Now, while I do know how to get to that little island, there is actually nothing there, so... And then... down here. How about no? Thanks. Anyway. Welcome into the fun! Just playing some Abiotic Factor.
I'm feeling distinctly anhydrous.
Right, that's a dead end. And there it is. I guess this was a glass bit trying to show me where the last crown was supposed to be. But I already grabbed that one first. Ouch! Where did that even put me? Oh. The way up. The way up and out. I don't have any water to drink here. Soup it is. Yeah, I gotta get back to that penguin. Alright, time to go. Up, up, and away! I like how it spawned me on the couch. Only one problem, there's no toilet near me. Alrighty. Give me the essence, thank you. Now, that's all those are for. But I'll keep one of both, just to have them. Just because they're cool. But with that being done, let's go ahead and recharge everything. Blah, 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 blah. I do think that will go ahead and end out tonight's stream. So I'm gonna go ahead and take a quick little sink bath. So with that being said, I hope you all have enjoyed tonight. Next stream will be Wednesday for beginning Fallout. Making sure I'm typing in this correctly. But we're gonna go ahead and raid into an Elden Ring stream. Some of you who you may have seen before on TikTok, if you watch that, DJ Hunt's Official. He does a bunch of comedy skits and whatnot. But he is playing Elden Ring, so we're gonna go ahead and raid him in. So with that being said, I hope you all have enjoyed, and next week we will be taking on the rest of reactors, if not 2. We'll at least take on 2 of them, if not finishing out the 3rd reactor, because there is still an entire portal we have to go through, if I remember correctly. So with that being said, I hope you all have enjoyed, and thank you to those who have dropped in. Hopefully I will see you all next stream. Have a good rest of your night.